Hey friends, welcome back. Today we're going to dive into one of my favorite topics, and it's how to create a brand new you. This isn't a quick fix or overnight makeover kind of a change. There's no magic pill, no drop 20 pounds before the weekend nonsense. What we're talking about is something way more powerful, lasting, and sustainable change. Here's the first thing that I want you to know. We humans are pretty funny when it comes to time. All too often, we will overestimate what we can do in a day or a week, and we underestimate what we can do in a month or a year. But with consistent effort, small steps pile up and the results can be huge. The second thing I want you to know is how we actually make decisions. Most people think we're guided by willpower, discipline. Wrong. We're actually guided by our experiences and our emotions. Think about it like a little kid in a hot stove. The red burner, the fire looks very enticing, and of course they want to touch it, but you and I, we don't want to touch it. And the reason is because we've been burned before. We know better. That experience tells us, no, it's not worth the pain. And the same thing also happens with our health. The more that we practice good habits, eating better, moving our body, resting well, the more we build our experience and our emotion, the more these experiences and emotions teach us that these choices feel good. And eventually, living a healthy lifestyle feels automatic, almost like you're on cruise control. Now, in the office, we practice using the DREAM framework protocol: diet, rest, energy, anatomy, mental resilience. And you can think of these things like tires on your car. You need all of them. You need all of them to be in good shape if you want the ride to be smooth. But here's the deal. If one tire's flat, that's the one you fix first. And in my experience, diet is the most common flat tire. Most of us, let's be honest, are on the SAD diet. That's a standard American diet, and the name fits all too perfectly. SAD, Standard American Diet. But the hopeful part is that food is just the fastest way to start changing how you look, how you feel, and how you function. I'm not going to tell you that there's one perfect diet that works for everybody, because there really isn't. Some people thrive on keto, some crash and burn. Some people can eat nuts like they're going out of style, and somebody else might end up in the emergency room with an allergy. I've seen even two family members from the same DNA pool. One can handle gluten just fine, and the other one can't even look at a bagel without tremendous stomach trouble. So the key word here is individual. Your job is to figure out what works for you and what works for your body. And here's some good news. You don't have to overhaul everything at once. Small, consistent changes are what really stick. Something simple. Swap soda for water. Eat an extra serving of vegetables before you start on the potatoes. Trade that bag of chips for an apple, or maybe no snack at all at that time. None of these things feel like an earth-shattering sacrifice, but when stacked together over time, they reshape your health. And at first it might be uncomfortable, unfamiliar, and inconvenient, but over time you will find greater comfort than before, because these changes will become part of your routine, and the results will make your life more convenient. Here's the bottom line. Creating a brand new you doesn't come from a big dramatic leap. It comes from small steps repeated daily, shared by your experiences and shaped by your experiences until they become automatic. And when you start to live that way, that's when your health feels less like a struggle and you're more in natural rhythm.